Hi, everybody. My neighbor has a very sweet dog named Korah. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Korah because Korah is in the Bible. I'm reading from Numbers chapter 16. Now, Korah was the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and two other guys named Dathan and Abiram. They rose up before Moses and some of the children of Israel, 250 leaders of the congregation, representatives of the congregation, men of renown. We know later that there was about 14,000 people altogether with 253 leaders. They gathered together against Moses and Aaron. Aaron was the priest, Moses was the man of God, the prophet, the lawgiver, and said to them, they said to Moses and Aaron, "You take too much upon yourselves, for the congregation is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then do you exalt yourself above the assemblies of God?" So we see this today. We see people saying, Jesus is just a God and we're all gods. We're all gods. We all could become gods. We just need to work at it, meditate more, and we'll all just become gods. Why do you exalt yourself above everyone else? Why is Jesus better than Buddha, Muhammad, any of these other, the Hindus have 300 million different gods. So Moses heard it, he fell on his face. And he said to Korah and the company, saying, tomorrow morning, he says, there was some more conversation about stuff, but Moses said to Korah, tomorrow you and all your company be present before the Lord, you and they as well as Aaron, and let each person take his censer and put incense in it. And each of you bring his censer before the Lord. 250 censers, both you and Aaron, each with his censer. A censer was like a device that held a burning incense. An incense holder, I think it might have been like on a chain, so it swings. I'm not sure if it was or not. But I know in some churches they still have censers on chains and they swing them around. So every man took his censer, put fire in it, laid incense on it, and stood at the door of the tabernacle of meeting with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. So Moses didn't have to beg them to go do this. They wanted to do this. They put their fire in the censer and they were there bright and early in the morning, and we're going to talk to God just the same as Moses and Aaron does, because Moses and Aaron doesn't have a monopoly on God. God is for everybody. Then the glory of the Lord appeared to all the congregation. It's hard to describe what the glory of the Lord is, but if you see it, you know it. It is big, it is wonderful, it is amazing. I've seen the glory of the Lord once, maybe twice, and it is something to behold. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, so Korah and these 250 people plus the 14,000 in the congregation, they're all like, yes, God is here. We're going to talk to him. We're going to tell him, hey, we're just like you. We're just like Moses. And we're going to have this big time together where we democratize religion because everybody has their say. Everybody's vote counts. Everyone's opinion matters. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "Separate yourself from among the congregation, that I may consume them in a moment." That's not what they wanted to hear. They wanted God to say, "Oh yeah, I'm so glad that you all decide that you want to start your own religion too. And oh, I'm so glad that there's so many ways to God, and I don't want to like stifle your creativity in any sense." God doesn't say that. He says, "Separate yourself that I may consume them in a moment." Then they all fell on their faces and said, "Oh God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin and you be angry with all the congregation?" So this is the 14,000 people and the 250 leaders and Korah and Abiram and Dothan. And they say, it was all his fault. It was all Korah's fault. It was not our fault. We didn't like actually put incense in these censers, and we didn't speak badly against Moses, and you probably didn't hear us talk bad about Moses and all this. It was all Korah's fault. And beloved, there's going to be a lot of this one day when it all comes to an end and God is revealed, and he's going to say, Jesus and Jesus only. There is no other way but to Jesus. Jesus said, "There's no other way to the Father except through me." You heard it from Jesus. Thank you, and talk to you later.